Hi, in this video, I would like to share with you how I connect Claude with this AI presentation tool called Gamma to create a pitch presentation for my startup company, Playdate, so you can use it for your own startup company as well.
Connect Claude with Gamma. You'll need to be on the Pro plan. Go to Settings, then Connectors, and search for Gamma. Click Connect and Claude will authenticate in just a few seconds. Once that's done, you're successfully connected to Gamma. Now you've connected Claude with Gamma, you can start collaborating with Claude on your presentation narrative. Claude can help you think through how many pages or slides you might need, and it can be really critical about how you structure the content and the story. In my case, I want Claude to generate the first draft for me. When I tried this step, the connection didn't work the first time. I had to try a couple of times. But once it connected, it generated the first presentation, and it was actually really close. The visuals were pretty aligned with my design intent. Let me show you what the first presentation looks like. Alright, so this is the first draft Gamma generated. I'm honestly really impressed with how it turned out. The title, the overall flow, how Playdates works, why parents might love it, and it even pulled in some supporting data. That said, I'm not sure how accurate the data is yet, so I'll need to validate it and update the sources. But overall, it's a very strong starting point. It is really easy to edit this deck in Gamma, like swapping in a new image, and you can see there are a lot of layout and style options. It's really easy to try different looks and replace visuals. I'm going to go back and tighten the narrative in Claude, and then I'll work on the design. So in this second iteration, I'm making the deck much more focused on the problem and my solution, because I'm speaking to investors and I want the story to be immediately clear. First, I clarify what the app is actually offering, the MVP, the core features, and what the experience looks like for parents. Then I frame the problem from a parent's perspective. Coordinating playdates takes a lot of effort, and planning can turn into a bunch of back and forth. My solution is a flexible planning experience. Parents can choose from curated activity recommendations, and the deck walks through how the flow works at a high level. This version is definitely closer, but it's still not fully there, so next I'm going to move into a third iteration. For the third iteration, I focused on the MVP user experience and the core features, making it really clear what parents can do in the app. I refined the messaging around what parents actually need: easier planning, flexible scheduling, and a way to organize more than just one stop. I also asked Claude to be more critical and review the entire deck: what's unclear, what's repetitive, and what's missing. Whether you're pitching to investors, presenting to clients, or running a workshop to share your expertise, how you present your ideas matters as much as the ideas themselves. When I was preparing for fundraising for my startup, Playdate, I knew I needed more than just a good pitch. I needed visuals that could tell a compelling story. Thank you to Gamma for sponsoring this video. With Gamma, I was able to create clear, compelling visuals that helped me communicate my product positioning. If you haven't tried Gamma yet, the powerful AI presentation tool, you need to give it a try. Let me know how it works for you and how it streamlines your workflow. I'd love to see what you build.